Thank you, Madam Chair. I want to thank some of the people who were helpful throughout this bill, and I guess most of my comments will be directed to the opposition of the bill. I know the majority of you sit in the back row, and unfortunately a few of you sit in the front row. So let me start with this. I'm glad, first of all, that everybody's read their union talking points. It's very apparent from the tone of the debate that everybody's been on top of that. Unfortunately, the majority of the things that you've spoken about have absolutely nothing to do with this bill. This bill does one thing and one thing only. Currently, under the federal mandate, one of 4 turnaround options will be implemented. What we're saying is that parents will have a seat at that table. That's all that we're saying here. And one thing that really struck me that was brought up in debate by a person in the opposition, I was so in awe that I had to ask my seatmate, Representative Stubbe, if he had heard the same thing that I heard. And one person had the audacity to say that parents do not know what's in the best interest of their students. That big government does. That administration does. That everybody else does but those parents. And I can tell you, as a recent father of 2 and a third on the way, and I know a lot of you are parents, there's nobody in God's green earth that knows what's in the best interest of my child more than I do. It was insulting. It was concerning, to say the least. Another thing that's been brought up is this entire war on capitalism. These big private capitalist corporations are going to come in and steal these schools, and they're venture capitalists, and they're going to make money. First, it's completely inaccurate. But second, even if it were accurate, what is wrong with that? What is wrong with turning a profit? What is wrong with making money? Do we think our $75 billion budget is funded by non-for-profits? Do we really believe that? Where do you think the money comes to pay for all the services that we provide? It all comes from businesses. It all comes from individuals who are successful. We should applaud them. We shouldn't bring them down. This debate's turned into something that it's not. This debate's not capitalism versus socialism, big government versus parents. That's not what this debate's about. This debate's about a simple thing. Do you want to have parents, do you want to allow them to have the opportunity to engage in the democracy that allows them to participate in the future of their own children? The majority of us say that's a good idea. The first bill we voted on out of this session was to allow more democracy. Everybody overwhelmingly supported it. But now when it comes to parents, we're taking a step back.